Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Audible Meme, where we will be remote controlling drone strikes in your local area.
I will be removing Azerbaijan from the world map.
I am joined by my piloting co-hosts. I'm not sure if piloting's a word.
Piloting? What's the
Adam and Sean.
piloting's a word. Piloting is a word.
Piloting's a word, yeah. Oh,
piloting is the word for people that pilot things.
So, well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I could use it the way I used it though.
Well, if you can pilot a drone.
Yeah. So you guys could be piloting. It would imply you guys are.
Call me a drone controller if you want.
My controlling co-host.
My controlling co-host.
I have been muted for the past minute.
Did you not notice?
Yeah, we literally just started. Don't sweat it.
Yeah, I know. No, anyway, this is like the argument I heard on Twitter where people were like, "Oh, Bezos is now an astronaut."
Jeff Bezos is an astronaut.
Yeah, don't you just have to go to space to be an astronaut?
Yes and no. NASA's rewriting the definition because they're pissed.
Yeah. The point being like that people were just arguing like, no, he's not an astronaut. He's a space flight participant, I think is the official term.
What the fuck? Kind of like bullshit. Oh, we don't want to call him an astronaut. That'll just.
What's wrong with space passenger? He can just be a space passenger.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what like it might not be the exact term.
I'm not a driver, but I've been in a car.
I was just like, that's a bit contrived until I read like the argument people were making. And I'm like, that's completely fair.
Yeah, people put a lot of time and effort into being astronauts.
You don't go on a boat and then call yourself like you don't get on a ferry to Aaron and call yourself a sailor. Yeah. You don't get on a plane and call yourself a pilot.
Yeah. You don't sit in the back of a car and say that you can drive.
Yeah. So hence, you don't get on a spaceship. You don't call and don't fly. You don't call yourself an astronaut.
Yeah, I think what the fucking weird technical term is bullshit though. Just call him a space passenger. He's just a space passenger.
It's probably something more along those lines.
Sounds weird. They'll probably make it have like a fancier little line like a.
Let me find the exact term.
Outer atmospheric explorer.
Yeah, sure. He's just a space passenger. It's not going to change much.
Wasn't there like an actual fucking child on that goddamn flight?
There was also like an 8-year-old woman, was there not?
8-year-old
he brought
woman,
like a bunch of people with him.
17-year-old guy, yeah.
Yeah. In an effort to like make people not pray it crashes, I think. I think that was the gambit.
Yeah, he didn't want to be just on the Bezos rocket himself.
Yeah, someone might have fucking shot it down. No, I mean, they couldn't have. I'm sure he thought that through, but I'm sure people were tempted. Where did he launch it from?
It wasn't Florida, I know that.
It was. It was on a Blue Origin rocket. Where was it from?
Yeah.
Where did Big Virgin do his from?
Yeah.
Big Johnny
Where
Virgin.
did the Virgin Mobile penetrate the sky? Where was that? I said Britain. He's all about Britain, right? But I also don't think he did do it in Britain. But like he should if he's true to his branding.
I didn't know Richard Branson was Big Britain. I thought he was I've got so much money.
Yeah, like Big Britain, lots of money, don't pay taxes. That's why that's why McLaren got Lewis Hamilton while he was the sponsor. It's linked.
No taxes.
Okay, there you go. The aviation authority's new rules have changed regulations, saying that an astronaut is a qualified astronaut, like the person who can claim the title, is
like a pilot.
Is a crewman. It's only eligible for a crew member on a licensed spacecraft who contributes to flight safety and
What's an unlicensed spacecraft?
Imposter.
They contribute to flight safety and rising above 50-mile altitude mark.
Okay, so you've got to be somebody in control.
Yeah.
Essentially, if you are someone on a craft that is above 80 kilometers altitude and you contribute to the safety of the flight, you're an astronaut.
Does this mean Jeff Bezos is a satellite at the moment?
So if you're like a doctor on one of those, are you an astronaut because you're contributing to the safety?
I mean, is a doctor on an airplane a pilot?
No, but by those rules, You're contributing to the safety.
The flight
got,
safety.
You're not
the
contributing.
Flight safety. You're contributing to the participant's safety.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're like some engineer, maybe.
Yeah. That feels right.
Random doctor, man.
Yeah. If you're in charge of like measuring
trying to
fuel
find the other
levels
name they gave
and stuff like that. Where did they take off from? This is what thought that was what you were googling.
No, I'm trying to find out what the new name is. We left from America.
Oh.
Yes. Which one, North or South?
One of them.
America.
Man, where'd they take off from? Fucking Mexico.
That would be kind of cool.
Hold on. I'll Google it. Where did Jeff Bezos start?
Oh, what sport do you think England is like kind of killing it at in the Olympics right now?
Texas. Yeah.
Nice. What sport do you think England is doing really well in the Olympics then right now?
It's like BMXing or skateboarding.
BMXing! It's fucking BMXing, man.
Is it? Wow.
Yeah. It's really cool.
They won the dudes and women's racing and won the women's freestyling, I'm pretty sure.
Fucking based.
Yeah. They have a bunch of BMXing medals. The women's freestyling, which is the one I actually watched, was sick. So, like, she fucking... Her name was Charlotte Worthington, which is not the sound, like the name you think of when you think BMXer.
Who's this dank-ass BMX pro? Charlotte Worthington.
But, like, she attempted a trick that hadn't been done in women's freestyle BMX before on her first run, so they get 2 runs that are scored, and just absolutely fucking ate it. Like, she failed. She was in, like, 9th. Is that the one that
I saw the pictures of her, like, eating shit on the ground?
I don't think she had the ground. I think she did, actually, yeah. So maybe. If she was in, GB uniform, she was the only person.
Next to a bike.
She was the only person, the only British person who made it to the finals for women's BMX. And then
she showed us off with pride.
At the end of round 1, there was an American girl called Julia Roberts who just fucking crushed everybody else, like dunked. And then Charlotte tried the trick again and won. It was fucking cool as hell.
Break my jaw once.
I have an avid listener who's telling me about a dumb thing that happened to do with the BMXing. Actually,
okay,
go
on.
You're gonna have to stop me if I get this wrong.
Sorry, you've heard this one before. Come on.
He has gone dead silent. The avid listener is killing Sean.
BMXing is a contagious disease.
Please, if you have really BMX, contact your physician.
It's curable.
Right. I'm going to tell you what happened. Cause,
this is our avid listener.
Right.
This is avid listener.
I'm the avid listener, right? Female BMX racer in the Olympics in the GB team, right? Mm-hmm. And she works at a nursery. And so she was training.
She punch a kid?
Are we talking about Charlotte?
Who?
Charlotte Worthington.
I don't know.
The one that ate shit. Who gives a shit? Okay,
yeah,
tell us
continue,
the meat.
Sorry.
Where's the meat?
Yeah, so the GB team withdrew funding for a while because they didn't think it was worth it.
Lame. Of course.
And so what? Her nursery funded her training to go to Olympics. So obviously she went to Olympics and won the gold.
Well,
that's badass. Oh, Charlotte did get the gold, so it may have been her.
The power of children.
Yeah, maybe it was Charlotte.
And sexism, apparently.
Yeah, maybe. That fucking sucks that they cut her funding, though. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, one female, I think there's, like, big questions about where the funding's going this Olympics, because, my god, have they been rubbish.
I know
China is crushing it.
I fucking love the clip from the hockey final where the guy just zooms in on a fucking cockroach because he was bored. The cameraman gave up filming it, zoomed in on a cockroach that was sitting on a wall.
Amazing.
Did you just watch the speed walking this afternoon?
No. It's called running.
Hilarious.
Do you mean running?
What the fuck are you talking about? Fucking up at the decathlon so badly they apologized.
No, it was just the GP guy came 10th.
Speed walking? What is speed walking? Like, how do you quantify it?
I think it's actually an attempt at a sprint.
It's quite interesting though because it's very like it's more about the rules. So like
Yeah.
You have to have like either one foot on like the ground at all times, and like if they don't, then they can get penalties.
Yeah.
And they'll get like 2 minutes disqualified.
I can imagine them like slowly inching forward with like exaggerated hip movements, and it's kind of terrifying.
It would just be people taking really big strides and being really careful.
You know that picture of John Lennon where they call him like Leggy Boy Sir John, and he's just like leaning back with giant fucking legs?
Yes.
That's the one. Well, that's what I'm picturing right now.
I wonder if for speed walking they're just like, just get the tallest person on our basketball team and see how they do.
Fuck it, get the
like, surely that's got to be your strategy. What a fucking dumb sport.
The speed climbing was cool.
Oh god, what happened to our esteemed guest?
Wow, you've changed.
It's exchange.
Hey, every sport is respectable. Like, you can do whatever you want. Speed walking? What?
I didn't know that was even a thing.
Apparently.
Like, I know speed walking was a thing. I didn't know it was in the Olympics.
I support it as like a way to get fit and stuff like that, but what the fuck?
There was a wholesome story I saw that was I think it was the men's high jump. Where
they both got gold. Yeah.
Yep.
They both jumped like, equally high.
Bruh.
Yeah. They jumped equally high and they kept raising it, but they failed 3 times at the highest height, so they were tied. Yeah. And they came up to the official, and the official clearly is like, okay, so we can lower the bar and keep lowering it until one of you, like, or keep bringing it until one of you fails or whatever.
Yeah. Jump off. They're like, we can do a jump off. Yeah.
And then one of the like one of the athletes is just like, why can't we both share it? And the like attendant's just like,
I'm gonna have to go and ask a manager.
He just went, there's options, and then they both started celebrating, and they were like, we can't go back now.
The rules, you are allowed to do that. Like, people clarified, like, it's allowed.
Didn't want them to.
Yeah.
Is this when they removed the silver foil from the silver medal and revealed that it was actually gold all along, just like a chocolate coin?
I saw a bunch of people really fucking mad about it. Who are like, they should both get silver. They're not real athletes. It's about winning.
But that's not how it works. If 2 people get in the same, they don't both come second.
Yeah, and then it's like, chill out, Bill, who can't jump more than a foot off the ground.
I love seeing people like comment, just like, I can do that. Okay, why aren't you, dipshit?
Olympians are genuinely superhuman. It's
man.
crazy.
I'm convinced that like I'm never going to be like as successful as the people who did the speed climbing. The speed climbing is insane. I feel like they could kill me if they have a rhythm climb on. They are Spider-Man. Like,
have you? Is there puzzle climbing this Olympics?
Yeah, it's 3 categories. I haven't seen the third yet. I think it wasn't on yet, or it was on today, and I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there was speed climbing, and then there was bouldering.
Yeah.
And I watched like the female speed climbing, and it is insane.
Bouldering is amazing.
I watched the bouldering this morning, and it was like
bouldering
2 guys.
Does sound like a euphemism for like a form of injury.
You're not meant to get to the top. It's just how high you get, like, move wise, because they know the moves they need to make. And it was like the Japanese guy, I think it was, got like 33.
Yeah.
And then like I think it was the guy from Utah, they were saying. He got like
America.
He was like clinging on. The Japanese guy got 33 plus, which means it was 33 with a positive attempt at 34.
Okay.
And the guy from Utah, like, the initial score that popped up was 33, and then it was like, nope, they've amended it. It was 34, and it was like,
ooh.
Damn, that's a snipe. The only type of like competitive climbing I've ever watched was genuinely like watching people speed run, but in real time, like the whole process of figuring out how to exploit something and then doing it in real time, because it was like generated walls or something, or like randomly chosen walls that the athletes hadn't seen before, and they all got to look and like take 10 seconds and do their climbs separately. Like, look, take a minute, figure it out, and then they were allowed to do their claims and see who got to the top, like got up the fastest, and they were given like 3 attempts, and like a bunch of people were trying it like kind of slow and steady wins the race, and then there were some people who just grabbed one object and threw themselves like 4 objects up, and like immediately, and did it in like 10 seconds quicker than anybody else.
Gotta respect the hustle.
It's crazy to watch, because you're like watching it and like, how the fuck do you even climb from there to there? And they're just like, what if I just do this?
But what if?
It's like when you're watching a speedrun and you're like, how do they even think to do that? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really cool to watch though. I did enjoy watching the BMXing, but I haven't watched very much of the Olympics, to be honest.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's because we can't, because Discovery Channel bought the fucking rights.
There's a wee bit on BBC Three.
Yeah, BBC, like, for the first couple days, BBC was showing off, like, okay, so here's the gymnastics and some other stuff. That's all we can show you. Sorry.
You'll basically get no medal ceremonies. Because they only have a certain amount of time they're allowed to broadcast or something.
You get the sport, you get the people talking for 9 years about it, and that's about it. I got to see
You get the sport. If it's finals of something interesting, or a British person's in it.
I got to see the Russian Olympics Committee, in air quotes, not Russia TM, get their medals, and I was like, oh, good job, guys.
Uralkali Haas, not Russia.
Not guys, we're not Russian. We're just putting the flag and the name in our name.
Yeah. It feels silly.
Oh God, what have we done? We've banned Russia. Okay. Well, we're not Russia. We're Russia too. Okay, well that's fine.
We are Dusha. Let us.
Never could have seen this one coming.
The Russian Olympic Committee isn't doing that well though, because a bunch of the good athletes did get banned from the games.
Yeah.
So they're not strong.
How are we doing again, medal-wise? We're like, what, 3rd?
We're like 5th.
We're like 6th or something.
Yeah, somewhere lower down than 3rd. I think Australia's ahead of us, maybe?
Why did I almost say that? You said Australia, and I was like, haha, yeehaw. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that famous Australian thing that they say, yeehaw.
It's China, the US, Japan, Australia, someone, and then us.
Who's someone? Who can't?
Is it ROC? Because that's the Russian Olympic.
No, but it's just those are the ones that came up.
What?
It's just like, fuck whoever's in 5th. Fuck them. We don't care.
Yeah, no, it shows the top 4, and then because it knows I'm in the UK, it shows me the UK. Yep, it's the ROC.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And if you were curious, technically there are 3 people tied for last.
Who's the 3 tied for last?
I thought there were shit tons tied for last.
No, a couple of small countries actually started doing good.
Oh.
If this website wasn't doo-doo, I would be able to tell you. There we go. No, technically there are quite a lot tied for last. It is Argentina, Burkina Faso.
Okay,
I probably pronounced that wrong.
That's correct. That's a small country in Africa.
Is Côte d'Ivoire?
Wait.
The Ivory Coast? Do you mean the Ivory Coast?
Yeah, he means
I'm
the
just
Ivory
reading
Coast.
I'm just reading what's on here. I don't know.
It's in French.
Yeah.
Ghana, Grenada, Kuwait, Malaysia, and the Syrian Arab Republic.
Oh, it just says Syria for me. Finland is.
I'm on the Olympic
Finland
website.
is a rung above last, by the way. They have 2 bronze instead of 1. What the fuck are Finland doing?
We are 4th by number of medals,
but not by quality.
Yeah, they're not as many.
Not by
golds.
quality. We're 6th.
Like
yes,
the US has the most medals. They have 91, but they only have 29 golds, and China has 34.
Yeah,
golds.
like we in total medals, it goes the US, then China, then ROC, then us.
Yeah.
Then Japan.
Where's Korea at? Are Korea doing that joint thing again, or are they back to hating each other?
The Republic of Korea is in 12th.
Oh, it just says South Korea for me. Are you sure they're in the team?
I'm on the Olympics website.
In watching the Olympics, they're called the Republic of Korea, but I don't know if South Korea is called the Republic of Korea in full name.
Yeah, I thought it's just the Republic of Korea was the name for this.
Because I know the ROK is like the fucking Okay, no, South Korea officially the Republic of Korea.
Yeah.
I think it's just a political thing because obviously, like Taiwan's under Chinese.
China.
Yeah, China is Taipei.
And like, the ROC.
Yeah. Russia.
And it's like Hong Kong, China.
Wait, Hong Kong's its own thing?
Hong Kong's its own thing still?
Yeah, on the Olympic website, Hong Kong, China.
Hong Kong's 39th, right behind Venezuela.
I thought you were going to say Venice, and I was like, what?
No, Venezuela. Yeah. I guess that's how the Olympics have been going.
The way the medals are counted and stuff, it's like, these people are competing in every event, and then you've got, like, Azerbaijan, who are probably only competing in, like, a couple.
2 or 3, yeah. Yeah. Generally, if you're a small country, you just have track athletes because they can do a lot of events. That seems to be the case, at least. Shall we talk about what the fuck happened on Sunday?
Catastrophe, clusterfuck, chaos. I opened up my BBC Sport app and I look at like standings and I see 6 DNFs and I'm like, what? It's lap 1.
All of our predictions, every single one was wrong.
Wildly wrong.
No one said Tsunoda 6th, right?
Right. No, I think I said
pretty
Tsunoda
sure
6th.
Adam said Tsunoda
Adam
6th.
had one correct prediction, and that was it.
Didn't someone also say 6 DNFs? I remember someone said 6.
I think I may have said that, actually.
I think you did. I think the monkey's paw just curled. I think that was you.
Oh, well, you're forgetting the fact
7 DNFs at the next race.
There were 6 DNFs and 1 disqualified.
Yes.
Don't make me weak,
So technically, I was correct when the race ended, saying Tsunoda would be 7th, and then it made Adam correct when Vettel got disqualified.
Hey, that's not been resolved yet. We're currently in a Schrodinger's cat of who is correct. So we'll see.
It's wild in the fact that Gilbert, when the race ended, it was like, I got it right. Tsunoda was 7th. What I didn't predict was Tsunoda being the middle of the pack at 7th.
What I didn't expect
7th isn't a great finish in this race now that I think about it.
What I didn't expect was any of this to fucking happen. Well, it's a great finish for
Esteban
Williams.
Ocon winning is crazy.
Esteban Ocon doing literally nothing in his entire career until Sakir 2020, and then this happens, and I'm like, god damn.
I'm sorry, but
have
Alonso
you ever won a Grand Prix?
Alonso won him that fucking race.
Alonso the wide.
Granda, what did you do when you were young? I held off the number 1 driver for many laps so my teammate could win.
I hate Lewis Hamilton so fucking much.
He's
Everyone
just
in their
so
gets
good.
Crashed out into a wall. He ends up in last in an absolutely catastrophic fuck up, and he still fucking comes 3rd.
Or second, it's not been resolved yet.
Second.
Oh no, he's second now. I hate my
Science
life.
podium. Woo! I get.
Fun fact: 50% of all of Carlos Sainz's podiums have been because of a disqualification.
After the fact. Yeah. Which is interesting, I guess. He might not end up getting it. It's to be seen. But Williams got 10 points if that disqualification stands.
Williams getting 10 points is like a catastrophic financial bonus and also a confidence bonus. God fucking damn, this was the thing I expected least.
Yep.
And
now we can officially say Williams' number 1 driver is Nicholas Latifi.
I had it in my. I like how this happened immediately after Dan ticked him. The whole thing.
He's like, Latifi is poo.
No.
Yeah.
Right. So
do you know who Dan Ticktum is, Sean?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Dan Ticktum, no, former Williams.
He's an F2 driver for anyone who's wondering.
Because they let him go about 2 days ago.
I wonder why.
No, this happened just before, apparently, which I'm pretty sure is why he even bothered shit-talking him on stream. He's like, oh, he's the worst driver at F1. Fucking hate him.
I think the real reason why is Dan Ticktum is an inconsistent
Dan Ticktum's a
rocket.
fucking asshole.
Yeah. But not even the fastest rocket. You know, like, he's just gonna end up in like Formula E or DTM or some shit. Like, he's not gonna get an F1 seat. He might be a test driver for like Haas.
I mean,
Imagine Ticktum and Mazepin.
I think a lot of people in the comments are saying that, just like, oh great, everyone's favorite duo.
That would be so funny. They just get into a fist fight after every race because one of them knocks the other one out each time. That'd be beautiful.
Ah, the joy.
Haas have the fastest car next year, but it's Mazepin and Ticktum.
Oh yeah,
That's why I want.
Gilbert. They end up in a fist fight in next year, every race next year, because when inevitably both of them get disqualified or DNF, they have to fight to see who came first.
I can't wait.
Oh boy. Well, it was certainly a race. Next one's Belgium, and I love Spa, so.
Spa's pretty good.
And it's not till the end of the month.
Pretty fast.
Yeah. Yay, the summer break.
Spa,
my favorite.
A Mercedes win.
Haha, I want to die.
It's a speed. Oh, well, that Honda engine's pretty good, except 5-place grid penalty.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, I can't wait for Max to bring it back in this one. Oh no.
He still could, but it feels pretty shit that he's getting a grid penalty for it.
Yeah, it's just because he's gone through so many engine components.
It's because
did you see the
other cars keep smacking the shit out
at the end of the race?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fucking like literally just half of it's gone.
Yeah.
Half of
The fact he even got points
was driving a Haas.
Was amazing.
Yeah. It's definitely one of those things where I'm like, damn, Valtteri, well, at least now you've got the seat for next year, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
It's such like...
No, he secured Russell points, so maybe he doesn't.
Yeah. I can, like, watching both fuck-ups, I'm like, okay, Lance, you were a dumbass because you went on the grass and spun. Valtteri's driving in a straight line on the fucking tarmac.
Yeah.
One of those I'm like, understandable, and the other one I'm like, do you know where your brakes are, buddy?
I was sitting, like, I was on the train wearing my McLaren t-shirt, just gutted. Because Lando's 15-point finishes. 15 in a row point finishes. Gone.
Has come to an end.
Wiped away by the bowling ball that is Bottas. Just gone.
Bowling Bottas.
But I'm still buzzing the Esteban one, but fuck. It's just such a mix of, like,
I'm like,
happy
yeah,
and sad.
Esteban won, but Esteban's just one of those drivers I'm like, yeah, you're just kind of there.
Yeah, but I do like a mix-up, and I'm so happy about Williams points and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
It was an interesting race to watch.
That is certainly fucking true. There's not been a race like that in a while.
I love when it rains. It just ruins everyone's
when it rains,
day.
It pours.
You know how there's that stat sheet of like how terrible Valtteri does in the wet, like literally every time?
Yeah, he's dog shit in the wet. Which is funny because like he lives in Finland and does like rally. Surely those skills help in the wet.
I mean, rally, I suppose it's a different breed because, well,
maybe
your all-wheel drive and your big fancy tires. This is like just.
It's just
pain.
Yeah, the slicks and stuff like that. I don't know. The one singular Lewis Hamilton on the grid is a pretty funny image though.
That is a fucking.
Yeah.
People were like, "This will be such a like a remembered image. It's so important for the sport." And I was like, "Shut the fuck up."
It probably won't be.
What?
People were comparing it to the 2005-6 car grid.
But it's not because all the other cars were still racing, just starting in the pits.
And also, it's not like from above like that one is, so it doesn't look nearly as cool.
Yeah, no, it just looks like there first.
Yeah, it just looks like he's lining up to the grid.
It just looked like Mercedes team making a bad decision at the time. It wasn't, because he's a goddamn good driver, which is annoying.
Well, no, he would have won if they didn't do that.
They make a strategic fuck up and he still recovers, and I'm like, oh wow. Pain.
He's so good. But like,
when will Bottas take him out?
Relax.
Come on, Bottas.
That's not what he's being paid to do, Sean.
No. Maybe someone will pay him higher. Maybe he get top spot next year if Hamilton's not around anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ.
I'm ingesting large amounts of copium right now. Jesus Christ, I can't take it anymore. Let someone else win the fucking championship, for God's sake. It stopped being impressive a long time ago.
Has Latifi signed his Williams contract?
I'm pretty sure he has, yes.
Sad. I was hoping Latifi to Mercedes.
While you're at it, Adam, talking about something that's no longer impressive. Magic.
The Prestige.
What a fucking good movie.
I know, right?
It's so good.
Yeah. I was shocked by how much I enjoyed it.
I did not expect the twists. The twists were very
So like, spoilers for The Prestige. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It's really good. It's on Netflix right now.
It's a 2004 movie.
It kind of put the twists in front of you in a way that you weren't expecting them right up until it wanted you to be expecting them. Like, right up until right before them, and then you go, oh, and then it shows you the twist. Yeah.
The fact
which
that
I think is great.
In the first 10 minutes, they literally lay out the entire structure of the movie. And like, it's just like, it's a fucking trick. You're all tricked.
It's Chris Nolan, man. It's Chris fucking Nolan.
It's like, this is what's going to happen. No, it's not.
You're just like,
also,
magic movie telling me how magic tricks are made. It's definitely not going to be a trick. Oh no.
Like, the fucking, just everything about it is so wild.
There is only I enjoyed it so much, there's only like one part I take issue with.
I think I know what part it's going to be.
What? David Bowie fucking sucks. Why the hell did they get him to play a Serbian man?
Wait, where does David Bowie play a Serbian man?
He's Tesla. Nikola Tesla's from Serbia. So that's why he has the
That's David Bowie?
That's David Bowie.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
If you know it's David Bowie, it makes it worse.
David Bowie, I'm just like...
I thought he was alright. I thought he was fucking wild. I was like, is this Nikola Tesla's?
I don't like the accent because I'm like, David, please. I know what you sound like and it's not that.
Also, are we gonna do a rundown, or are we just gonna talk about things that happen in the film?
Just talk about that.
Okay,
I think we hit the big beats.
Yeah.
Are they implying that Nikola Tesla invents a cloning machine? Like,
yes.
Yes.
What
I'm
the
pretty
fuck?
sure Nikola Tesla himself implied he invented. He paid off his debt by handing someone a closed box and saying it was schematics for his death ray.
Yep.
And then he was just like, "Don't open this box," and they were like, "Okay." And then they opened it like 50 years later, and it was like literally a coil of wire. That was it.
Nikola Tesla was smart, but goddamn insane.
Literally fucking crazy.
Yeah, his electricity was kind of wild from the movie.
Yeah, and then
so like, what the fuck?
I liked when they cloned the cat.
I like that it's kind of it's kind of a man
that.
versus technology film.
Yeah, I like that they keep kind of showing off that it's like, yeah, no, we keep having to kill the other bird to make this, right? And it's like, I think it's totally like foreshadowing, like that they keep having to bring up someone else.
I gotta keep shooting Hugh Jackman in the fucking face.
Yeah, it so literally is like, nobody cares about the guy in the box.
Yeah.
It says that so many times.
See, I do wonder though, like, which one was the original Hugh Jackman? Which one's the first? Like, because he shoots the first clone.
No,
but like
he shoots the original Hugh Jackman.
Does he? No, I don't think he does.
Yeah, does he?
Oh,
yeah.
Well,
he
right,
does.
No, but
the machine doesn't teleport the person; it clones them somewhere else.
Yeah, it clones them somewhere else, but he was standing with the gun when he went in.
He was standing in the machine. He
with
clones himself, and the other one runs and picks up the gun.
He doesn't run and pick up the gun, does he?
Yeah, he does. He clones himself, and the clone appears right next to the gun. It picks it up and shoots him. He doesn't have the gun in the machine. He dies. He like immediately.
He dies, but he's then also himself because apparently they just clone literally everything. So like
yeah, like memories and shit as well.
Yeah, it's Christopher Nolan. I'm not gonna.
It's fucking insane that the movie is like based in logic the whole time, and then it's like cloning.
It's wild that the movie is like that, and I'm enjoying this grounded approach of two crazy fucking magicians trying to kill each other.
Oh, okay. There's two huge Jackmans now. Okay.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it could all be a lie, and this is the thing that remains in me, because it's like, see at the end when it's like you just don't want to know, you're not paying enough attention, and that's why I'm
it's
like
all word of mouth.
Yeah. No, that's why I'm like, are they all lying, and the dead guy is Hugh Jackman that dead guy is Hugh Jackman. The guy who survives is the fucking drunk. And
oh yeah, him.
Yeah, and all that shit about other bodies is just not true. You know?
Good point.
Yeah.
Christian Bale cuts his fucking hand off, or his fingers.
Yeah. That reveal's so good. I did not see that coming. But it's like the most simple answer, the one you refuse to accept, is usually the answer.
Michael Caine literally tells him he's either got a brother or like he's got a double.
What? No, that's dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a double, or he's magic.
And the thing with his wife, where he's like, some days you're lying to me.
Yeah, some days he's nice, and some days he's not, because some days it's the one that loves her, and some days it's the one that doesn't.
Yeah, some days it's Magic Man.
Yeah.
It's wild, but so good.
Andy Serkis is in that movie.
Andy Serkis, I just can't unsee as like fucking Gollum. I'm like, yep.
I didn't notice Andy Serkis.
He was Nikola Tesla's little yeah.
Sir, you are liable for what happens to that animal. Puts cats in teleporter. Makes two cats.
So what I think is like Nikola Tesla was tricking him, and that he's just entirely fucking lost it, and he kills that guy. He kills the drunk guy. I think that's the real story. I think that's the truth. But the only reason Nikola Tesla just bought new hats and threw them there. And he bought an identical cat.
Also, the fact that, the movie literally starts on the frame of all the hats.
It does it?
What?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, of course.
The movie pans over all the hats as they're like, there's 3 parts to a magic trick.
There's 3 parts to a magic trick.
Sake.
Hat.
And there's like, it's the fact that it's so completely like real world, like it's grounded in logic. It's just 2 nonsense magicians, and then all of a sudden it does all the like cloning stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm here for this.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I was so skeptical about the cloning. The whole time the cloning stuff is happening, I'm like, nah, this is a trick somehow. I just don't know how. And I still believe that.
It's the movie builds it up so perfectly as being this like real movie that even you feel like, the fuck is going on?
Yeah. I still don't believe the cloning is how he does the trick. Genuinely. He must either get the drunk to become a better double, or he gets a better double, or some shit. He doesn't do it through the cloning. There's no way the cloning is real. I can't believe it. But I also struggle to believe any alternative. which is what makes it such an interesting conclusion to me.
So, what's our thoughts on scores then?
I don't give it a number, but on my list of all the films we've watched, it's now 4th. It's below Freaks and above The Death of Stalin.
The Death of Stalin was that high up for you?
I really enjoy The Death of Stalin.
Oh. Prestige is right above Molly's Game and right below Drive to Survive at an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, it's a solid 9 for me. This is one of my favorites we've done.
It's in good company.
You're chilling with it the whole time. You're like, ooh, this is icky when they close the woman's hand in the bird cage.
Yeah.
And then
it's just
and I'm just like,
after curveball.
Also, that effort thing is important. Just because you mentioned it, I want to bring up the closing the woman's hand in the bird cage. Even that is the movie telling you can't do it without getting your hands dirty.
You can't do it. Yeah, you gotta be the guy that.
Literally everything leads into everything is about we're expecting it to get to
fucking god! Hold on, I just got hit by another thing. You know how the first time they kill the bird, and then the kid's like, "No, you killed his brother! You killed his brother!" And he's like, "No,
oh, his brother, and it's his brother." Oh,
yeah.
Yep. Literally the whole movie is building towards we're just gonna see what actually escalates. Yeah, what escalates enough to Broden killing Huge Jackman? What gets to that point?
What gets to Christian Bale killing Huge Jackman?
It's so much.
The thing is, Broden doesn't kill Hugh Jackman, or Danton.
Brotherton does.
Yeah. Well,
who does?
The first one does, because he's like, no, I loved my wife, and then my wife's fucking dead.
Oh yeah, because there's 2 of them.
Yeah, because there's 2
so
of them.
So the other one could have killed him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
In prison, he's like, yo, sorry about your wife. He's like, bruh.
The one that's in prison didn't.
And that's why he doesn't. That's why he doesn't know what's not.
The one that's in prison didn't kill him, but they both took turns being the magician and then being the guy in the hat.
He just took the wrong turn.
Yeah.
And they don't know which knot he tied because he's always asking the wrong one.
Yeah, because he's like, which one did you tie? And he's like, I don't fucking know.
Do we know?
Yeah, he ties in the scene where it happens.
They show the knot, but I can't remember which knot is.
No, they show him going to tie the one that's this is the one we planned for. This is fine. And then the woman, the wife nods at him when he goes. He stops, unties it, and goes to tie the other one.
Yeah.
So he definitely tied. He was definitely the guy that killed him.
He stops and unties a knot, but I don't know which one.
He ties
this
big
fancy, just oh yeah, well me and your wife think we do the big gamer knot, not the pussy one.
He ties the simple one, and then the wife shakes her head at him, and he ties the other one.
How do you know that? Do you remember what both knots look like?
Well, if he
unties
one and then she...
Is it implied? Or is it implied that he's tying the complicated one and she's like, you'll fucking kill me?
Well, if it's the simple one, then why is she a dumb bitch and dies?
Because shit happens. And that's why he doesn't know?
Vacate the podcast.
Okay, well, Gilbert, give your recommendaciones.
We are watching Icarus, a cycling documentary turned geopolitical thriller about doping.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
I've seen it in my recommended, and I've never seen it.
It looks like it's going to be interesting, boys.
What's it on?
Netflix.
Base.
Cool.
Adios, Sean. Enjoyed drone strikes.
I'm going to go be a spaceflight participant.
Godspeed, Mr. Bezos.
Godspeed. Right, see you guys later.
Bye.
Peace.
Are we gonna end here, Adam? Or is there anything?
And peace to our audience. No, I have literally nothing.
Cool. So thank you for watching. We hope you didn't get hit by our drone strikes. Same pog time. Pog.